We took a trip to Mexico City, where we saw historic buildings, wandered through markets, strolled through parks, floated down canals, and saw ancient pyramids. Mexico City is a large, sprawling metropolis. We started at Centro Historico, the historical center of Mexico City. On the west end is the famous Monumento a la Independencia, which we drove past. We then went to the Monumento a la Revolución, a large arch that commemorates the Mexican Revolution. We went up a glass elevator in the middle. At the top, we exited out onto the observation deck. We could walk all the way around and see 360-degree views of Mexico City. There's also a small cafe with tables and chairs, so we sat down for a snack and enjoyed the views. We then climbed up a series of metal staircases to the very top of the dome. From there, we got even higher views of the city. We then had to take the stairs all the way back down to the bottom. From the monument, we walked a few blocks east towards the city center. We arrived at Alameda Central, a large city park. There are multiple walking paths, trees for shade, and several water fountains. All throughout the park are street vendors selling food, clothing, and toys. It's a great place to sit down, relax, and enjoy a snack. Right next to the park is Palacio de Bellas Artes. It's a museum and concert hall. We entered on the museum side. It's a beautiful multi-level building and showcased various art pieces. Right across the street is Museo Palacio Postal. It's a fully functioning post office, as well as a museum on Mexico's postal service history. The building interior is incredible, and there are interesting exhibits. We were able to write on a postcard to mail from there. Within the same block is Mirador Torre Latinoamericana. It's a tall skyscraper with a public observation deck. On the 37th floor, we could walk around and see the city, including the park, the art museum, and the postal museum we were just at. There were areas to relax and enjoy the views. We went up a few more floors to the 44th floor, the top level with an outdoor observation deck. From there, we saw our next destination. It's walkable, but we opted for a bici taxi, or rickshaw, to take us there, which was a fun experience in itself. We arrived at Plaza de la Constitucion. This is the government center of Mexico. To the north is Catedral Metropolitana de la Ciudad de Mexico, a large cathedral. We were able to walk in and explore different rooms. Southwest of Centro Historico are the neighborhoods of Condesa and Roma, a popular place for tourists and expats to stay. The streets are very walkable, with bright, colorful buildings, dense trees and plants, and small playgrounds. Every night we strolled through the neighborhood and found a new restaurant to eat at. Near the center is Parque España, a lush city park with paths through trees. It had a large playground. Just a couple blocks away is Parque Mexico, another large city park with beautiful landscaping. It also had a big playground. A unique feature of this neighborhood is Condesa Tianguis, a weekly marketplace that takes up several blocks. As we explored, we bought toys and treats, fruits and vegetables, and sat down for a meal. Just west of Condesa and Roma is Bosque de Chapultec, a huge urban park. At the north end is the Museo Nacional de Antropología. There's a large waterfall structure in the middle. We walked through the various exhibits. Across from the museum is Lago de Chapultec.
And baby fish, Anderson!
We rented paddle boats to explore the lake. Nearby is Zoológico de Chapultec. There was a wide variety of animals to see. And we saw the rare axolotl, which are found in the wild only in Mexico City. South of the lake is Castillo de Chapultec, a historic castle that sits on top of a hill. We walked up the hill and looked around inside. The courtyard had great views of the city. On the west end of the park is Papalote Museo de Niño, a children's museum with interactive exhibits. There was an outdoor space with a great playground. A few blocks west of that is Museo de Historia Natural. This natural history museum has colorful domes with exhibits inside. Just around the corner is the Cablebus, one of the multiple cable car lines that run across the city. We got on line 3, which goes alongside Bosque de Chapultec. We got great views of the park and city from above. You can get off at multiple stops, but we just enjoyed riding the entire length. About 6 miles south of Chapultepec and the city center is Mercado de Coyoacan, a large marketplace. We went inside and wandered around the lively and bustling space, looking at the different vendor stalls. There's also a lot of food options, and we sat down for a quick snack. About 12 miles south of Coyoacan is Xochimilco, an area with a vast network of canals. There are multiple locations to get on a boat and flow through the canals, and we went to Embarcadero Nuevo Nativitas Xochimilco. We boarded our trajinera, or gondola boat, which we had all to ourselves. We took a slow ride down the calm canals. In the morning, there are very few boats in the canals, so it's quite peaceful. We passed by vendors on boats selling food, so we bought drinks and snacks to enjoy on the ride. We passed by stores along the side of the canal, and we stopped by one of them to get more snacks. In the afternoon, more trajinera tours began filling up the canals. There were mariachi bands on boats, so we couldn't pass up having one board our boat to play. Then, going north of the city center, we went to Basilica de Santa María de Guadalupe, a large, beautiful church. We walked inside while a service was in progress. We explored other buildings in the area. Then we walked around to the back and found a landscaped garden with waterfalls.
How was the waterfall?
From the Basilica, we took a 1-mile walk to Cablebus Indios Verders. It's a transit terminal with another aerial gondola. This one took us from the city into the hills as we flew over towns with colorful houses. When we reached the end, we walked around and got some snacks. Then returned to the cable car to head back. About 30 miles north of the city center is Teotihuacan, the site of ancient pyramid ruins. There are multiple pyramids on the site. We walked past Pirámide del Sol, the largest pyramid there. We walked down a street known as Calzada de los Muertos, with ruins of temples on both sides. At the north end is the second largest pyramid, Pirámide de la Luna. Next to it are the ruins of temples and palaces, which we could wander through and explore. We took a short walk from the ruins to La Gruta, a restaurant inside of an underground cave. At the end of the cave was a wall of candles. We got to place our own there. Mexico City was a great place to visit with our kids. It had such a huge variety of bustling city life, peaceful natural environments, cultural landmarks, ancient ruins, and unique experiences. There was so much to do, and we only experienced a small part of this beautiful, vibrant city.